guys, I am so sorry. I was gonna do my video on Sunday because I knew that I had a long day on Monday, and then I just didn't. I forgot. And then on Monday, I was like, I'm gonna make this happen. And then I got home and I'm like, I'm just gonna sit down for a little bit, and then I fell asleep. But that brings me to a relevant point today, which is life updates and what I'm doing. So, as you may have noticed, as you did notice, I went to Iceland. I'd taken a Scandinavian history class last year, and got really interested in the region. And when I did my short study abroad in England, I went on Iceland Air and had a really short stopover in Reykjavik. Like, really short. It was like, I was worried there wouldn't be enough time to get to the gate. Luckily, it was a small corner of the airport. But I regretted not getting to actually see the place. Like, all the videos and stuff on the Iceland Air plane, like, it worked. It didn't hurt that I had friends who'd been there and raved about it. And I just wandered. It was really, I went alone. There are a few people who I was hoping would be able to make it over with me, but they couldn't get the time or money together, especially on the short notice. Because I decided, so on graduation day, and then sort of didn't think about it for another week, and then went home for a week and sort of did some things with it, and worked it out. So it happened very quickly. So I went on my own, and I just wandered mostly. In English classes, you probably heard about the flaneur, the guy who just wanders the city streets. And we talked in one of my classes about how that's a gendered thing. Like, guys can do that. Especially guys of a certain, white guys who are able to, wander the streets and still know that they're going to get meals, or even, if they're, but, it's not safe for women, in most places, but it's a really safe place, and so I was able to be like a flaneuse, and I just, walked and walked. I got a couple of blisters that, over the course of the trip, merged, on my foot, and I just, every day would, walk down. I'm going to, wait a second, I know a better way to tell this story. Alright, so I'm going to tell this story through postcards that I got. Aurora Borealis. Didn't see that because it's summer and the sun didn't really go down. My hostel roommates, I stayed in a hostel for almost all the nights, and there are these Danish guys who were in the same room the first night, and they came back. They had been exploring, and they came back at 3 in the morning, and I woke up. I had been basically what happened is I had been up for 30 hours with traveling, and then they checked into the room, and I was like, hi, nice to meet you, and then it was 3 in the afternoon, and I fell asleep, and then I woke up, and they came, and I was like, what time of day is it? It was a vaguely dawn-ish, dusk-ish hue outside the window, and they're like, it's 3 in the morning. Yeah, that was as dark as it got. My friend Elizabeth, who's gone there, today was trying to coach me on how to say this. It's the volcano that erupted. I went on a bus tour, and saw, a big, waterfall and a geyser, which is the spout after which all others are named. And we walked through the Mid-Atlantic Rift, which is the ground is just splitting. It looks like a wrinkle in a rug in places. All these fissures in the ground, and we walked through it. It was incredible. Next slide. This is Harpa. This is the concert hall, and it's gorgeous. It's just this big glass box with a bunch of panels that are kind of offset, so the light goes through them in really interesting ways. And some of the panels are different colors. And it's open for 20 hours a day. And what would happen is I would go down from my hostel to this path by the water, that went along the waterfront, and Harpa was the turnoff point to go to the city center. So I would just like stop there and like read for a little bit, or I was like keeping a little travel log. It was just like a little glass slice of heaven. Here is a statue of, I forget which one this is. I believe it's the President John, the guy who wasn't actually president but just like advocated for freedom from Denmark. It was really cool. I went on like a walking tour with this girl from my hostel, and went to a bunch of museums, a saga museum, a museum called 871 plus or minus 2, about evidence for when it was settled. I went to like the National Museum and the National Gallery. Next slide is the big cathedral in town. I'm kind of scared. Yeah, yeah. I did not master pronunciation in my time there. But it's this big cathedral, and you can see it through all that town. So it was a nice landmark as I was wandering around. All right, and so the final slide in the slideshow. I did not see a puffin. I didn't know. Okay, puffins and Icelandic wool sweaters are apparently like things with the capital. They're like, you go there for those things. I did not get or see. I saw lots of sweaters. I didn't see a puffin. I didn't get a sweater. But what I did do was I had fish and chips and I had this lobster soup, and I'm not usually a seafood person, but both were incredible. Like, that lobster melted in my mouth. And I poor soul that I am, thought the lobster was like this chewy, disgusting thing. It's delicious. Other things. Oh, yeah. Licorice. They're really into black licorice. All of the candy was either black licorice or black licorice combined with marzipan, like this, or black licorice combined with chocolate, or black licorice combined with marzipan and chocolate. I'm not usually a black licorice fan at all, but wrapped in, embedded in small chips in a chocolate bar, it's tolerable. And so then I get back from my trip, and it was another like 26-hour day. It was lots of flights. And then I had this like long night's sleep, and I got to go to your bridal shower, Adria, and that was just like such a beautiful moment to share with you. There were like a woodland creatures theme, which of course, and beautifully executed, and it was so like, you could feel the love in the room. Like, you were adored, Adria, and well, so. Yeah, the other thing that happened the day after your bridal shower, Adria, is I started at Chin Music Press, my editing job. So that was really surreal. It was just like several surreal things. Like, I was in this really otherworldly place and like witnessing this big life event for you. And then like I walked in the next day to this place where I'd interned, and I see this box at the desk, and on the top is taped a business card for me, for Cali, editor. So that's exciting. It's very exciting and strange. Still finding my rhythm, finding my jam, but I'm excited. I'm excited to move forward, and I believe that about catches you guys up with my life, which is perfect timing for when we all see each other at once. So I'm shooting it over to you guys for next week.